The city's budget committee is going across Toronto to hear from the public. The very first consultation taking place tonight at the Scarborough Civic Centre. Dozens of people from the community expressing their concerns about the proposed 2020 budget, with many of them speaking out about a controversial TTC fare increase.
I think it's a really sad sign if our public transit isn't serving the public.
In almost every deputation, transit a primary point of concern. Local residents want more funding to fix the TTC and expand the system into neglected pockets of the city.
Scarborough constantly gets left behind. So it affects me emotionally, knowing that I've been a long-term resident, my family has grown up here, I've grown up here, and just feeling over and over again that this neighborhood is constantly underinvested in.
City staff say this year's proposed budget preserves existing services and includes $67 million in new investments for transit, affordable housing, and the environment. But they were only able to balance the budget with a controversial 10-cent TTC fare increase, expected to bring in $32 million.
You are leaving people behind in the city. You're not making a city for everyone, and people are literally dying. They can't afford transit fare to get to their healthcare appointments, and the discount fare is not even affordable for people on Ontario Works or ODSP. So people can't get around, people are isolated, it's really hard.
This year, a new dedicated city building fund is expected to bring in $5 billion for transit and $6.6 billion for housing, funded through an increase in taxes on the average home by $45 annually. The mayor joined the meeting today, sitting with members of the community.
I think the consistency of people mentioning housing or transit or both, really coincides with the priorities that we've set in the budget. And people always want more, of course.
That 10-cent fare increase, though, has come up quite a number of times. What do you say to those citizens who say it's just getting too much?
Well, I say to people that if we're expanding service, we have to pay for it. And in the absence of any grants, for example, coming from the province of Ontario, which used to be the case for operating expenses, we have to get the customers to pay.
He points to the low-income fare pass, kids 12 and under free, and the 2-hour transfer to help keep transit reasonably affordable. How much of a difference do these consultations actually make in the final budget?
Well, they make some. I mean, look, there's a lot of hard work done over an entire year by the city staff to put the budget together, so I wouldn't pretend we're going to start redrawing every page of it because of public meetings. But I've heard a couple of ideas tonight that I can assure you I'm going to take back.
These meetings will be taking place until February, when the budget will go in front of City Council for approval. For City News, I'm Tina Yazdani.